Morning students, hope you all are at your home and safe, taking precautions against COVID-19. Okay, now in my last class I told you what latitudes and longitudes are actually. Now we will study about latitudes in detail. So let's start with the lesson. Our earth is very big, and on this earth there are so many different countries, and all these different countries have different temperatures. While some countries are freezingly cold and some are very hot, like this. And then some are neither too hot nor too cold, like these places shown above. So, how does it happen? Different places have different sorts of temperature. Well, to identify which place may have what type of temperature, it is very important that we understand where these places are located on our earth. So let's see some of the countries which have similar type of temperature. Here we have entire world map, and on this map we can see all the major countries of the world. Now on this world map, if I draw some lines like this one, now you notice that this line is passing through this area of Mexico. Now this area of Mexico has very high temperature. That is, it is very hot out there. So now if I move from here to there, that is other side of the world, India. No, this line is passing through this region of India, and even this region of India usually faces very high temperature. So they both have very high temperature in this area. Now what about all these countries here? All these countries here also very high temperature. So all the countries or places along these lines usually face very high temperature. Now if we draw another line, now if we see along this line, what happens? We see on left side of this area, it is a part of Canada. This area usually is very cold, freezingly cold. Now move to other side of the planet along this line. So let's come here. This area is a part of Russia. What about this place? Even this place is freezingly cold. So you see different places in different parts of the world passing through a common line have similar type of temperature. And not only these two countries, even these countries here, which is in Finland, have similar type of temperatures, means that are very cold. So how do these lines define the temperature of a place? I mean, if you have such a line, can you really know that all the places which are along these lines will have similar temperature or not? Actually, these lines can tell you the real temperature of that place, that is what type of temperature that place will have. So some places will have freezingly cold temperature and they will be along the same line, and some places will have very hot temperature and they will be along the same line. So what are these lines exactly, and can they really define the temperature of a place? Let's see. So this is our planet Earth. Now as you can see that on our planet Earth there is no line on it. For our convenience we have drawn some lines on it. So these are imaginary lines which we have drawn for our convenience. Among these lines, two are very important, which are the equator, which runs from east to west, and then prime meridian, which runs from north to south. And this is the north pole and that is the south pole, which are the northernmost and southernmost point on our planet Earth. Taking these important lines as the base, we can draw some more lines. For example, with equator as the base, we can draw some more lines which are called latitudes. So latitudes are lines which are drawn taking equator as the base. You see all these lines there, they have been drawn taking equator as the starting point, and you have noticed they are parallel to the equator. That's why these latitudes are also called parallels. We can call them latitudes or parallels. These latitudes have important characteristics. tell you about its characteristics one by one. These lines run from east to west direction. So all the lines run such a way that they are running from east to west direction. Apart from that, the distances of these lines are measured from north or south of the equator. For example, 30° north is in northern side of the equator, so it is measured as 30° N. And minus 30° is nothing but 30° S or south. So these lines are measured north or south of the equator. Apart from that, there is another characteristic that equator is the largest line among the latitudes. Why this is longest line? Well, if you see, it is the widest part of the planet Earth, and equator passes through the widest part of the Earth. That is why it is the longest line. If you move towards the poles, then you will notice distance is decreasing as you moving towards the poles, and as a result, length of latitudes also decrease when you move towards the poles, which is an important characteristic of latitudes or parallels. So the radius of latitudes is maximum at the equator and reduces on moving towards the poles. Next characteristic is that all imaginary circles lie parallel to the equator, and thus they are also known as the parallels of latitudes. This I told you before. Then the latitudes are also calculated with reference to the zenith distance. Zenith is the point directly vertically above a particular location. Zenith distance is the angular distance between the zenith and arc of a vertical circle that is perpendicular to the horizon. Latitude can also be found by measuring the vertical angle of the pole star from a point. Next, there are total 180 parallel lines of latitude located at an angular distance of 1 degree. Of this, 90 are located in the northern hemisphere and 90 are located in the southern hemisphere. These latitudes form circles on the globe. Next, the distance between each latitude is approximately 111 kilometers. This approximate value is calculated by dividing the circumference of Earth approximate 40,000 kilometers by 360 degree. Next characteristic is the latitudes are expressed in degrees, minutes and seconds. This is used for determining the exact location more precisely. Earth as a whole represents 360 degree. Each degree is split into 60 parts. Each part is being 1 divided by 60 of a degree. These parts are called minutes. Each minute is split into 60 parts. Each part is being divided by 1 of a minute. These parts are called seconds. You can see here, this means 40 degree, 20 minutes, 50 seconds. Now, among all these latitudes which we have drawn on our planet Earth, 4 of them are called major latitudes or important latitudes. Let's see what these are. Equator. First one is equator. Equator is in the middle. It is an imaginary line on Earth's surface that is equidistant from the North Pole and South Pole, dividing the Earth into the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The latitude at the equator is taken as 0. It has the same length as the circumference of the Earth. For example, 40,075 kilometers approx. The approximate distance between a pole and the equator is almost 1/4 of the total circumference of the Earth, that is 10,000 kilometers. Now, second, where is Arctic Circle located? It is located at 66.5 degree north. It is located at approximately 66.5 degree north latitude or north of the equator. This circle of latitude stretches through 8 countries, which include the United States, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland and Russia. The Arctic Circle marks the beginning area where the sun not rises during winter season and not sets during summer season. Now, where is Tropic of Cancer located? It is located at 23.5 degree north. It means it is located at approximately 23.5 degree north latitude or north of the equator. This line of latitude is the northern boundary of the area referred to as the tropics. During the summer season, the sun is located immediately above the Tropic of Cancer at noon on 21st June and make it the longest day in the northern hemisphere. Where is the Tropic of Capricorn? So Tropic of Capricorn is very similar to Tropic of Cancer, just on the other side of the earth, that is 23.5 degrees south. So it is located at approximately 23.5 degrees south latitude, south of the equator. This line of latitude is the southern boundary of the area referred as the tropics. This line marks the point farthest to the south at which the sun is directly upward in the sky at noon. 22nd December in the winter day marks the longest day in the southern hemisphere. And is Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle is just opposite of Arctic Circle. That is, Arctic Circle represents 66.5 degree north, or Antarctic Circle is represents 66.5 degree south. So it is located at approximately 66.5 degrees south latitude or south of the equator. This line or circle of latitude marks the starting point of the southern area known as the Antarctica. The circle consists of only one continent, Antarctica. There is no permanent residence found there. You see, all these major latitudes are located on either side of equator. Two of them are in northern side and two of them in southern side. So on the northern side we have Arctic Circle and Tropic of Cancer, which are at 66.5 degree north and 23.5 degree north. And on the other side, means southern side, we have Antarctic Circle and Tropic of Capricorn, which are at 66.5 degrees south and 23.5 degrees south. So why these lines are so important? Why these lines are called major latitudes or important latitudes? Because they have very important functions. So we will learn about those functions one by one. First one is, these major or important latitudes create heat zones. So latitudes also help us in estimating the temperature of a particular place. The latitude divides the earth into 3 different heat zones based on the sunlight received by each zone. These are, first one is tropical or torrid zone. The torrid climate zone stretches from the Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degree north latitude to the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south latitude, with the equator centered within this zone. These latitudes mark the northern and southern extremes in which the sun seasonally passes directly overhead. These zones receive direct rays of the sun throughout the year. Summers are long here and humid, and winters are short and warm. This zone covers 39.78% of the Earth's surface. Then second one is temperate zone. The temperate climate zone falls between 23.5 degree and 66.5 degree north and south latitudes. Temperate climate zones experience warm to hot summers and cool winters, with the greatest temperature variation throughout the year of any climate zone. The 4 annual seasons, spring, summer, autumn and winter, occur in these areas. The north temperate zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Cancer and covers 25.99% of the Earth's surface. The south temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle and covers 25.99% of Earth's surface. Now the last is frigid zone. The frigid climate zone fill the areas within the Arctic and Antarctic circles, extending from 66.5 degree north and south latitude to the poles. They are characterized by a short, cool summers and long, bitterly cold winter. The polar zone features frequent snowfall, particularly during the winter months. The North Frigid Zone lies in the north of the Arctic Circle, means beyond the Arctic Circle, and covers 4.12% of the Earth's surface. The south frigid zone lies in the south of the Antarctic Circle, means beyond Antarctic Circle, and covers 4.12% of the Earth's surface. So you all see that these are very important latitudes because they give us important information about the type of temperature a place will have which is fall in one of these zones. So latitudes are very important in that aspect. Next importance is that it can be used for measuring and locating places on Earth. So it becomes very easy for us to locate a place in north or south of the equator, which is known as absolute location. The distance of the places are calculated with reference to the equator at right angle to the place. For example, the latitude of Delhi is 28.44 degree north approximately. So as we know, 1 degree latitude is equals to 111 km. Thus, the distance of New Delhi from equator can be calculated as 28.44 into 111, that is 3156.84 kilometers. The distance of New Delhi from equator is 3156.84 kilometers. Then next importance is that it divides the earth into northern and southern hemisphere. It gives us northern and southern hemisphere. The equator runs in the middle of the globe, divides the earth into two equal halves, that is the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere has the north pole and the southern hemisphere has the south pole. These are located opposite to each other. The seasons on the earth are opposite in the northern and southern hemisphere. You see, latitudes are very important lines for our planet Earth and they have some important functions. While they help you locate any place on planet Earth along with longitude, they also give you important information about temperature of a place. So the important or major latitudes on planet Earth can help you divide entire Earth into different zones, which are temperature zones. And with the help of temperature zone, you can understand what type of temperature a place will have which falls in one of those zones. So this is only for today. Thank you. Bye. Take care.